Hey guys, it's Nikki. Welcome back to my channel. This is our second year of homeschooling an only child, and we're going to talk to you about math today and all the extras that have helped my kiddo along the way. So if that is something that your kid struggles with or may not, and you just want some new things to do, then keep on watching. All right, math. Now, math just does not come natural for a lot of kids, and I was one of those kids, and I wish that I could have had more tools or just readily available help, as I felt like I was always struggling in math. So I'm so glad that I'm my daughter's teacher and I can really help her in ways that I think will benefit her further down the road. So I want to talk to you about what we have that we've used and that has really helped. First things first are these Reckon Recs. You can get these on Amazon. I think this is where this one came from. This was a requirement to our curriculum and in kindergarten, and it definitely helped greatly get that visual aside and just introduced different ways to do addition and subtraction, and just simple counting. So Reckon Rec, if you don't have one, I recommend it. Sometimes your kid just may need that visual. Plus, another thing that we do is we have a hundreds chart. This is easier when you slip it into one of these dry erase sleeves, because then you can take dry erase markers and kind of go through. Maybe you're doing skip counting and you want to skip two or all evens or all odds, or counting by fives, and showing how, you know, it looks like when you're counting by tens, they're all here, and when you're counting by fives, you know, it's just an easy visual. And you can find these anywhere. This came with our math curriculum, but you could find these. You could probably Google it and get a free freebie copy to print out anywhere. It's very common to have. Another thing we used in our preschool and carried over into kindergarten is we went to the dollar store and we got these, like, I'm pretty sure they go in like fish tanks or vases, but they're just these like clear gem rock things, and we've used these as just counters. I don't have a lot of them, but you can get a lot of them if you wanted to. They're pretty and you can count with them. I also have counting chips we've used as well. I like because you can color code them and do all kinds of things with that. You could mimic. You can also do, what is that called? Literally lost my train of thought. Patterns. You can easily do patterns with these. Do a pattern, then have your kid try to mimic the pattern, because there is blue as well in there. And then we also have the foam blocks. These are fun because the kid wants to build a tower, count them out, color code them, how many blue ones are on the second level, how many all together, what 3D name is this. There's lots of things you can do with building foam blocks. Amazon, or I do believe they have a version of these at the Dollar Tree as well. But we've used a lot of those. Another fun one are these, I'm sure you've seen these 3 bear family counters. This one I got off Amazon from Learning Resources. It is a 96 piece set, but they have all different shapes, sizes of these bears. So they have like really big ones and really small ones. You can color code. They also have, oh gosh, I feel like but I had done these printouts for kindergarten and they were really fun. I laminated them It's from tatschooling.net, but I just laminated a bunch of these so that, you know, she could mimic the pattern, continue the pattern. Then they had just like the word, and you had to match the word, the color word, to the color bear. They also had, I didn't laminate this one, but they also had counting cards that you could use in the 10 frame. They had addition, place the correct amount of bears in the box. Place a bear on the colored circle, this with the color instead of the colored word. More colored word. Tons of grouping you can do here. This is a roll and cover the game, roll the dice type of thing. We have sorting in shapes and sizes. There's so much that came in this printout. It was well worth laminating all of these. We used these a lot in kindergarten, and even I think earlier in our first grade year, and I'm sure if my daughter saw it right now, she would want to play with it too. It's just fun. I think things like this make math fun and engaging and not so difficult or hard, or, you know, just think that it has to be bookwork all the time. Another printout that I wanted to share is these from Wild About Teaching. These come in numbers like 0 to like 100 something, a lot, but it's nice. It shows you 25 in what it would look like in the 10 frame, and then it wants you to circle whether it's even or odd. One more, one less. Practice writing 25, practice writing it in the word form, and then coming up with what makes 25. So super easy, and I plan to even do this in our like second grade, just to have like review, constant review, so that we have things nailed down. Another thing that has helped over time that we got at the dollar Target spot section, I think these, yes, were each $1, but it's just flashcards, simple flashcards. This is money, and we have telling time, and we have subtraction, and we have addition. I did not get multiplication or division because we just aren't there yet, but I imagine further down the line I will be doing that as well. So last thing that I just recently bought that I couldn't wait, I haven't even opened it yet, but I'm so excited. So we have a pretty large whiteboard in our schoolroom, and I think my daughter is a really good visual learner. So I picked up this gigantic magnet 10 frame set. So I can stick this on our board and I can have her go up there and solve some problems. Again, review, and just getting that like visual of what and how many on this 10 frame. We are practicing the Common Core just because, God forbid if something ever happened where I had to put her back into a school setting, that in a traditional school, that she wouldn't be so lost. I'd like to think that nothing will happen, and that won't happen, but I want to just kind of teach her. And I think a lot of the Common Core is actually really helpful. I know, don't like kill me, but like I'm starting to really appreciate the Common Core methods. And I at first did not like or want anything to do with this 10 frame, but I do think it is super helpful. So I got this off Amazon. I will try to link it below. The other new thing that I got is these magnetic base 10. So I have I have not opened this. I'm very excited to do it. You can write on and wipe off. So it comes with 2 100 blocks, 20 of the 10 blocks, and 42 of the ones, the single blocks with 64 pieces. So we have really been honing in on place value. If you don't know, place value is pretty much a standard and will get you a nice base for your pretty much your grade school learning of math will all incorporate place value of some sort. I do think that she has grasped that concept really well. This came in our Good and the Beautiful math curriculum, but I have seen these on Amazon in different ways. I'm sure there are some in Google if you typed in place value charts. There are some you could probably print off and make pockets. I know you can buy these type of pocket sleeves as well, and that's all they did here. And then she gets to color in for every single math lesson. She gets to color in a brick and place it where it needs to go. So we're on 99. If you couldn't tell, we're about to open up and take advantage of the 100 side for the first time. So those are all things that I feel like has helped her within our from like preschool into our first grade year. So we're actually wrapping up our first grade year. So I am going to give you some content on what I think is going to help her next year. And I also think games are a big thing. And I'm going to do a separate video for you guys on all the games that I think will be beneficial for you to play with your kids to strengthen their math. So that concludes the video. If you did like everything I shared here with you today, please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button down below, as it does help me and helps you if you hit that bell to see further videos of mine. So yeah, I hope that this gave you some ideas if you have a struggling student in math, because I think these hands-on things can really bring a visual to them and really help them grasp some of these concepts that might not be so easy for everybody. But yeah, that is it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye.